Welcome to your daily tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot here on Astrology Motivation. This is an energy reading, so it's one reading for all of us. It's a live chat, so you can participate, talk to each other. The support will come from me, from the people in the live chat. The reason why you were drawn to this message is because there's something in it that's going to answer one of the questions that's been on your heart or in your mind and been plaguing you. One, many, most, it'll answer something. There is a reason why you were brought here. If this is the only tarot card reading you ever watch, and I hope that that's not true. If this is the first tarot card reading you ever watched, it's because there's a message here that you needed to hear for some reason to help you smile, to relieve stress, to make you feel comforted, or even to just get support from others. This is a message for you. It's for all zodiac signs. We're going to review the astrology of the day, and then we're going to have a little chit chat, and then we're going to go into the tarot card reading. So you are welcome to participate in the chat, but you do have to be a subscriber. So please remember to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I go live. I don't go live at a specific time here. Yesterday it was 4 p.m. Now it's 9 a.m. So the only way for you to know when the live chat happens is to have all of those notifications. You select all notifications so that you get notified and you can join in. What's up, everybody? Hi, Ajoy. What's up? Hi, Laura. Please remember when you log on, like this video. Hold on. Yeah. What's up, guys? Yes. So TGIF. Yeah. I'm going to San Antonio with my family this but leaving today, be back by Sunday. Going not with the family that I live with, but with my brother's family. They live an hour away, so we're all going to meet there. I can just never get this correct, and I apologize. Want to give people a little time to log on. What's up, Yvette? Happy Friday. Yes. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Let's go over the astrology. I don't know. I've got some stuff in my head, and it's getting, I don't know what's going on, but I've got some stuff in my head, and it's blocking me. It's blocking me, and it's making me feel on edge, and I don't know what it is. I have been dreaming a lot lately. I just had a vivid dream recently, just last night, after we had this conversation about dreams and why they've been so powerful lately. Today is Friday, November 11th. It's 11/11. I know that a lot of people do subscribe to, oh, this is a special day. I don't. There's an 11th month. There's 11th day every single month. Astrologically, I look at the astrology to see, what is special about today. And we can definitely go over that. But being just November 11th, I mean, that's a social construct. Now, it doesn't mean that just because it's a social construct doesn't mean it can't have power. And I think people's belief in it gives it power because it's a social construct. Because it's a social construct. So anything that is a social construct is given power by popular belief. And it does. It has energy behind it because we're energy creating entities, and we have power. So if we give power to something, then it clearly becomes something. So people do believe a great deal in this 11/11, but it is a social construct. It is not a natural construct. It's not a cosmic construct. Our calendar doesn't even really sync up directly with the cosmos. That's why we have to have leap year every 4 years to make up for the fact that it's not completely in sync. It is a construct that we've created because it works for us, just like daylight savings time, different things, So do they really conform to nature? No. Does this conform to nature? Does it conform to astrology? No, it's a social construct. But in and of itself, the 1111 marker, because it's a social construct and because so many people think it's cool or interesting or they give so much attention to it, it is given power, because what we give our attention, we are creators. That's why we were put into these bodies to act, to take action and create out into the world. If we believe it or we believe in it, it has momentum behind it, because we are power. So yeah, just because something is a social construct doesn't mean it's real. It just means it's not linked directly to the higher power, the ethereal. It's something that exists here on Earth. Yeah. So there's different ways that we could talk about the whole 1111 thing. For me, it's just it's a social construct. I don't think it has power beyond what we give it. But it's interesting for me to sit back and watch what power we give it and why. I'm not a numerology expert. I know a little bit about angel numbers, but I don't know if there's any numerology behind why this is a powerful day. I think Scorpio season is a powerful season. I think Scorpio energy is powerful in general. And I know by looking at the charts that Pluto is an extremely powerful position. Number one, because its house is packed. Today, November 11th, we have Venus, Mercury, and the Sun in a conjunction, beautiful conjunction with 5 degrees between the biggest angle. The biggest difference is 5 degrees between them. So it's 5 degrees between Venus and the Sun. Mercury sits right between them, almost nice and snug, almost directly right in between them. It's such a balanced, benefic, beautiful energy. And then on top of that, Pluto is sextile to all of this happening. And how can you not say, what a beautiful day for Scorpio? What a beautiful vibe for Scorpios, especially. What a beautiful vibe for all of us, because we're all in Scorpio season. A beautiful vibe of just being infused with the sense of power and the sense of purpose that Pluto can give to things when it is in a benefic relationship to other planets. I mean, when it's sextile, it just it's a powerhouse. There's nothing that can not get done or not happen when Pluto is sextile to something. It brings about dynamic change. It brings about a dynamic energy bursts. It brings about an intensity and a spirituality. It kind of brings with it the power of the infinite. Yeah, and almost being able to some way put to use and finally find a way to put to death and then allow something new to begin when it comes to our value systems and how we personally think and feel and what we decide to value. So there is a huge shift that's going on there. And maybe it's the shift that I feel. Pluto is also sextile to Jupiter, and anything sextile to Jupiter, so lucky, so fortunate. Luck and fortune are two different things, but lucky and fortunate, growth, expansion, possibility, the fact that Jupiter is participating in this sextile and that Jupiter is also itself trine to this conjunction. Guys, today is a very beautiful day. Today is a very special day. Special because it means that we are harmonizing with growth. We are feeling good and allowing room. We are making space. We are able now to, and think about the resurrective qualities of Scorpio, birth or allow something to slip through the birth canal or believe that it can happen. I believe when something actually will be born that's new is on Sunday, when Pluto is in opposition to the moon. There will be a lot of pain. There will be a dynamic, almost contractions. Pluto opposite the moon always brings a lot of painful emotions, but that's birth. That's what birth is. It is painful. It is scary. It's painful for the mother. It's scary for the father. And it is absolutely horrifying for the child. Thank God none of us can remember that. But there is a new life coming into this world. I think inside of us, we're birthing ourselves again. And I think maybe dynamically in the world, somebody very important is about to be born. And I would say that would happen on November 13th. But we don't know who is to know. Like, we'll see. A lot of people will be born on that day, but what a beautiful freaking chart you're going to have when you're born on that day. Just a harmonious, almost God sent. Because Neptune's participating in this too. Neptune is basically forming a loose trine to this beautiful conjunction as well. I mean, and then with the north and south nodes in active, because they're not conjunct the sun anymore, but they're very active here. They're in a very loose conjunction. If you go out, no, they're not in a conjunction with Venus. But they're there. They're in Scorpio. And now Uranus is really just opposite the sun. That's what Uranus is opposite. The sun and the south and the north, the sun and the south node. So pulling us into change, pulling energy toward something new and surprising and innovative. And I've been saying that something innovative is coming for a while, that actually proves or is meant to introduce us to this brand new concept of the world and our cosmos. I think the world knows we need math and science now to believe anything, and that's what Uranus is all about. So it will come through math and science proving it to us, but it'll be something mystical that's proven really quantifiably, finally, for the first time. It's so sad that people just can't believe it until they can, crunch the numbers. But ultimately, that's the world that we live in, and that's what Uranus really represents. Like, I won't believe it until I can crunch the numbers. But math itself, which I would argue is what really Uranus is, thrives on and rules. Math and how Uranus was discovered. Math is the language of our cosmos. And for those people who really understand it, they in some ways talk to God. It's really, I have to say, math is a lot more spiritual than we give it credit for. And I don't think that math is 100% pure logic. I think there's a lot of Neptune in math. I think there's a lot of dream in math. There's a lot of, you really have to really be a great mathematician. You can't think inside the box. You are always outside of the box. So I think it's through this quantifiable but also mystical language called math that there is something coming into the world, or a new discovery that's being made. That's what it looks like to me. And so this is a very special day, and I would not argue with anybody that says it is, but I would argue that it is because it is 11/11. I would argue it is because it's the astrology that is happening on 11/11, but especially 11/13. That to me is the date when something beautiful, really through a lot of pain and a lot of suffering, something beautiful is going to pop into this world. Just to let you know. Anyway, I went off on a tangent, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yes, we are going to get into the readings. Let's get into the reading now. What I'm saying is, though, just before I go into the cards, right now, the energy Friday is setting up for Sunday, Monday. It's setting up for that birth. And we can already feel something vibing in the air. But I think that you'll agree with me, and if you don't, leave the comments below. I want to know what you think and how you're reacting to this energy. There is a dynamic, but I've talked to a lot of you, and you feel it the same way. You can feel something's coming, but you don't know what. But instead of being terrified, it's almost like you just want it to happen. You want it to happen. I want it to happen. I want to run toward it because it's like birth. And for those of you who've never given birth, whether you're male or female, that's what it feels like. There's so much pain. There's so much contractions, but everything in you want to run toward it. You want to be, let's push this out. So I feel like we are in the middle of a cosmic contraction right now, and something very special is going to be born. And whoever is born with that astrological chart, especially Sundays, holy shit. Like Dalai Lama kind of stuff. That's what I think. I don't know the actual Dalai Lama's birth chart, by the way. But it's special. It's different, so it's different and it's new. So it wouldn't be a reincarnation. I think something brand new is going to be introduced, or the person is being born that is going to introduce it. And that's all I can say. What's up, Avery? Hi, Kiss Kyla. Good morning. Good morning. What's up? What's up, John? What's up? I'm a Libra rising and you're reading for Libra this week. Oh, that's wonderful. Well, thank you. You're welcome. Good morning, everybody. Hello. Thank you, Ajoy. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button. God bless. There's 26 of you on here and only 11 likes. So hit that like button, definitely. I did the first one. LOL. Very. You did? Yay, Laura. Thank you so much for that support. Hello, Sherry. Hey, Tarang. Hello. Is that Switzerland? Is that where you're from? Oh, God. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. All over the globe. God bless you. All right, you ready? You ready? Yes. We do say the G word here. We do say God. But first, I guess maybe clarify for those of you who are just watching. I do not see God in the way that my Roman Catholic upbringing taught me God was. Maybe it's because it was limited. For me, God is the universe and beyond. God is the everything. And we are all, God is in all of us. These vehicles, these meat suits we live in, are vehicles for little bits of God, for God to experience collectively a different way of understanding being in existence. I think the only way for an omniscient and omnipotent entity or collective to grow is to put itself into a bubble that restricts it. Because the only thing that an omnipotent and omnipotent existence could not understand is restriction and endings. And so the world was created filled with restrictions and filled with endings to help expand God. And we are those vehicles for God to work through. And so is God one thing? Yes, but God is everything, consists of all things, and is in all things. There is no superiority to human beings, I don't believe. Yeah. So anyway, so it's a different way, and that's how I see God. But yes, we do use a G word here, so don't be afraid of that. Oh, thanks, Casglow. What's up, Avery? Yeah, it's unfortunate. A lot of well, it started out as Christian, right? Because it was Christ and what Jesus taught. Well, Jesus was a beautiful soul, prophet and teacher, and so much of his teachings were really bastardized by the Roman Catholic. Think about that. Rome is a empire. It's a political system. That's why it was called the Holy Roman Empire. Like, but empire? What the fuck? Like that tells you all you need to know about how twisted the concept of real baseline Christianity became, just to control people. But when you're wicked and you want to use faith in an evil way, it is easy to control people. If you control what they believe, you control everything about them. You don't even need law enforcement if you can convince somebody that they're going to hell if you do something that works against them. If you don't pay a tithe, or if you whatever, and there's perversion there, absolutely. And that's why we kind of have to distance ourselves and understand that many theologies that are very beautiful were actually bastardized by the religious institutions that overtook the theologies and used the theologies as their masks to control people. And so the basic theology, when you get into it, is actually something very different than the religion it became. So that's a really interesting conversation. We'll have it on another. Let's get into this reading. All right, you ready? God, what do you got to tell us today? Seven of Pentacles, we start here kind of contemplating our failures, contemplating what hasn't worked out, or kind of contemplating why. And suddenly there's a judgment here. So in what has failed in the past, and I keep telling you this, it's almost like God's coming through for you. God's coming through. He's breaking open a door. He's breaking open a door. That's what I'm seeing, because major arcana is fate, destiny. And minor arcana is just how we feel. We feel we failed so much at something, but we haven't actually been feeling we've been winning God's favor. And it's through being consistent and being tenacious. And so let's get into this. We have cruelty, 9 of Swords, sadness, sickness, perhaps even death. And then we have the Emperor, strength and vitality. Really interesting. So it's because we have endured so much worry and so much suffering. And it's through our suffering that we actually become strong. We actually become warriors. And this is major arcana again. And then we have strength. I didn't even see these cards, but that's exactly what it's telling us. It's telling us that the way that we've suffered and the way that we think we failed, that our failures are actually what has built up our strength, and the strength that God wanted us to be filled with. For what? Let's see. Princess of Cups. This new love that's coming into our lives, a new gentleness or a new life. And we were just talking about that. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is definitely a baby, a new life. Page of Cups is almost like the love that you feel for a new child, the potential, the freshness, the sweetness, the sincerity, the truth that is that kind of pure new beginning. It's just new, but it's pure. And then we have the Star card here. So wish fulfillment, but also aspirations and looking higher and change. Aspirational change and doing better and being better. Dreams and wish fulfillment. We have the sun, moon, and the stars, right? All here. The sun, the moon cycles, the full and the new, and then the star or the aspirational. This is beautiful. Futility is in reverse, which is beautiful, which means that what has been stolen from us, what we have sacrificed, what has been taken from us is now returning. Victory over our adversaries. And there we have the Ace of Swords. So really what this is looking like so far is a reconciling and something that was been making us suffer, making us hurt, turning that into a win, turning that into a success, turning that into now it becoming our biggest and greatest victory. Then we have the World card, which signifies yes, this is an end of one cycle and the beginning of another. A new chapter is going to take place. It's also saying, the past is behind you. You don't have to worry about it anymore. And I think that that's very difficult for us. This concept of we don't have to worry about the past. We always feel like there's a devil on our heels, right? I know water signs do. This feeling of being stuck to what you were. What this card says is you're no longer stuck. What you were doesn't exist anymore. It's done. It's because what you used to be has served its purpose, just like the caterpillar serves its purpose for the butterfly. The caterpillar's basically whole life cycle is to fucking eat, to collect nutrients for that cocoon phase. Who you were born, a butterfly is not a caterpillar. A butterfly is never a caterpillar. A caterpillar is a butterfly in the making, right? So it's saying that now you are what you were meant to be, and that all this has been a cocoon phase for the higher purpose of preparing you to become what you were destined to be. Your suffering is over. All that take is done. This is boom, your wings. So it really is about the cocoon and the growth cycle. And then we have 5 of Wands, competition, strife, naysayers, people trying to block you, all that. You go from people competition to standing out and having absolutely no competition at all. You go from fitting in or not standing out to being the only one in the fucking room or the only one anybody cares about. Let's see what these 2 cards are. Yep. I love this energy. So this is Hermit, right? So this is working, doing that is almost, let me put it this way. If the caterpillar is Aries, right, where we have so much dynamic, we're put into the world for the purpose. Virgo is the cocoon itself. And Scorpio, like what you do, the hard work that you do, breaking everything down, putting everything back together, reorganizing everything. Virgo is the cocoon itself. And that's why we can only go through this phase by ourselves. But the Fool is there to say, hey, now it's time for us to move on. We are moving out of our cocoon. There is no more past. We have broken down and rebuilt. This is dynamically changed. There is no what used to be. This is a new step forward. And I know that you're going to like it. I do. Let's get into the, hold on a second. Okay. Let's get into the Oracle cards. Moon card first. I love them. I love my Moonology cards. So yeah, this is definitely, we've stepped out of the cocoon. Emotions are running high, and they will be, especially between now and Sunday. Huge emotions to burst forward, to come out, but the emotions are energy. The emotions do not give meaning to every little feeling, but the emotions are energy. They are our fuel system now, because Aries is in reverse. So our fuel system is kind of slowed down. So where do we get the energy for this? It's through the ether. It's through Neptune. Neptune is extremely powerful right now. That's the fuel system. The fuel system is coming from, it's like Aries energy is energy on Earth. This isn't coming from Earth. What's fueling us is our psychic and eternal power. That's what's fueling this change. It's destiny. And Mars is kind of like sitting back and being like, yep, this is not my work to do. This is something that's beyond terrestrial, earthly push. That's something coming straight from God. Emotions are running high. It's coming straight out of that full moon. Yeah, but we still have that full moon push. Let's get deeper. Can you describe a little bit more, God? Maybe specifics, if we can. I don't know. We're going to meet strangers. There's a get-together with regards to music. I asked for specifics, and making harmony with strangers, making harmony with people we don't know or don't understand, or harmonious strangers that come into our life, or new people that offer us harmony. That's what it is. It's about finding that unexpected harmony. Could even be going to a musical concert or something surrounding music. But there's definitely a get together here, and finding that harmony with people that were strangers to you or were like strangers to you, even if you had grown up around them. It's like finally harmonizing with them and knowing them deeply. I see a concert here. I do. I don't know why, but I see a music concert or a musical bard almost like a person that could come in and speak to everybody. Interesting. So maybe it's a musical person. I mean, listen, we have Neptune highly active with the sun. We have Neptune trine the sun, trine Venus, and trine Mercury. I would be surprised if the person that is being born in that energy would not be the next Elvis Presley, Bob Dylan, Mozart, Bach, somebody who changes the world through their musical gift from God. I would be surprised if that didn't happen. And I've actually been praying for that because the music industry has just gone to fucking shit. Why? Because money and greed, just like the Roman Empire, took over the gift from God, the faith that is music, and they've destroyed it. They've really bastardized it. So I wouldn't be surprised if what's going to be born is music, is an exceptional musician that actually cracks open people's hearts and makes room for people to love each other again. I wouldn't be surprised. And I mean, like, I feel like if I was an astrologer and I looked at a birth chart and I saw Neptune trine a conjunction between Venus, Mercury, and the sun, is like, this is somebody that's going to be extraordinarily famous for making music. They're going to be irresistible. They're going to stand heads above the competition because it's almost like a Whitney Houston. They're going to be gorgeous with Venus there. Trine Neptune, they're going to be gorgeous. Trine Neptune with Mercury, they're going to be a musical genius. Going to be a musical, just rhythm, timing, musical genius. And the sun, they're going to be famous. You're going to be fucking kidding me. This is like a exceptionally special person. Yeah, it's an exceptionality, especially because Jupiter's in there too, saying, yeah, Neptune, I agree. And Jupiter is fortune, and Jupiter is luck and abundance. And, holy crap. And the fact that they are Scorpio, basically saying we need to rebirth. We need to, from this, they're going to completely annihilate everybody else and soar heads above them. I mean, Pluto is in Capricorn, which definitely means, especially with somebody born in Scorpio right now, there's a sense Pluto being in Capricorn is they're going to get shit done. They're going to take out an industry. They're going to redefine and rebuild. They're going to be able to powerfully and dynamically build out into the world because that's what Pluto in Capricorn would do. And it's sextile to all this. Fucking kidding me? Powerful, dynamic build out into the 3D space with Pluto in Capricorn, completely reconstructing, but definitely building, almost like rebuilding an industry or building a new industry on this beautiful concept, but not in a greedy way because it's a sextile, which means it's harmonious too. I mean, it's just exceptional energy. I mean, if I looked at this birth chart, I was like, holy shit. Yeah, this is a fucking Bach. This is a Mozart. This is a they're going to change the world with their music, with their talent, with their gift. And they're going to be popular. If I was looking at a birth chart, this is what I'd say. And you were put here to change the game. So, now, maybe it's not music, but it's definitely something with harmony. It's definitely something with sound vibration. Oh, God. Okay. So for you guys, day to day, maybe it's a concert, a musical concert, a stranger that you're meeting at a musical get together. That is just going to mark this huge change in your life. Anything else? Healing. The purpose of this time is to bring us back together again. That's what harmony, taking strangers and making a chorus out of them. That's what harmony is. Healing, harmonizing is healing. When you heal, you harmonize. That is what it is. The harmony of healing, harmonizing. Somebody, and maybe that's what the grand discovery is how to cure cancer actually with vibrational therapy or something like that. Soul writing. Beautiful. So it comes out dynamically, a writing. maybe an author, or you'll be inspired, but it's definitely got something to do with communication coming right from your soul, and let it just pour out of you, your soul. Your soul, this really has to do with your soul, something that was written. It's like your soul's promise before you got here, that a soul has been sort of contracted to, like, what did you promise yourself before you got here? It's the fulfillment of your soul's purpose and what your soul wrote, and the script that your soul wrote for itself before it even got here. It's connecting to that and bringing it out and sharing it. This is a really powerful reading. It took a turn that I did not expect, but they so often do. What's up, Shah? Oh, thank you. Tonatston. Thank you. Hey, Hellhawk. God's instrument, the octaves of having to alleviate everybody's belief. Certain octaves that hit the pons go to the pituitary that travel through the DNA. What is this? God's instrument, the octaves of having to alleviate everyone's belief. Certain octaves that hit the pons. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to look it up. The sound bath, Michelle. Oh, that's going to be so awesome. The sound bath. Yeah, the healing and the sound bath that's coming out right now. I think hopefully for the collective that will, you'll enjoy. That's true. Yeah, maybe it's a sound bath that's exceptional, Cast Glow. That may be. Divine life purpose. We have trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment, because there's so much destiny and fate here. There's so much destiny and fate. Let's get into the angel messages, guys. Angels, what do you got to say for us? Inspiration. Been talking about that the whole time. A new idea comes to you like a gentle whisper inside your heart. Listen and take action. This inspiration is from high above. Watch out. So ultimately, for each and every one of us, God is sending us inspiration, and we need to act on it because of it's part of our soul purpose. We need to share it and let it out and not hide it and push it out. It's like with that stack up in Scorpio, we're not allowed to hide anything right now. There's too much light in Scorpio. God doesn't want us to hide anything. Your inspiration, you're inspired right now, and you need to share it. Heart song. Oh, this is definitely your soul purpose. What is your heart saying? Stop and listen. Your truth lies within the empty spaces between your thoughts. Your truth shines through from within your soul. Your truth is that which is eternal and unchanging. Your truth is love. God, this is an inspiration, something inspired, a work of art that brings everybody together, or that everybody is doing and inspired. This is a time of inspiration like we've never seen on the globe, and people are it's going to be pushed out, and we're going to be sharing our voices. I'm ready. Let's go. Get ready to sing, y'all. Get ready to sing. That is going to be very, very special. Come on, let's get back. Okay. I love you guys so much. I hope you have enjoyed this reading. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Please enjoy Cancer. I think Cancer and Leo and Virgo are going to be really happy with their readings. There's a lot of good stuff happening for you guys. Cancer, Leo, and Virgo popping off today. They'll all be up by noon. I hope that you love those and enjoy those. I have recorded a new 1 minute pick a card for astrology for Born Without Boundaries. I have also recorded a special video on manifesting. I call it the only manifestation tool you'll ever need. The one manifestation technique. The only manifestation technique you'll ever need. And I recorded that video. That's going to go up on, I don't know when it goes up. I scheduled it. It's going to go up sometime over the weekend, and the pick a card is going to go up then too. So I think the pick a card and that are both coming out on Sundays. Have a beautiful day, guys. I love you so much. And I will talk to you on Monday. Bye, guys.